everybody, and welcome to Awful Neutral. I'm your Dungeon Master, Damian Mercado, and with me, as always, is Mr. Salvador Viesca as...
Trey Badofil.
It's going to be different this time. It's going to be...
It's not. Dave is convinced I'm changing the name every time, and I will tell you, my dear audience,
there's like a cipher to it. Every week a syllable gets moved to the right. I'm sorry, a vowel gets added and moved to the right.
I shift and passes, and I add more, what are they called? Secret letters?
Yeah.
No, silent letters.
Secret letters.
There's a lot of silent letters I'm adding in my head.
There's no F's, but I was going to say like a PH to an F would be like one way to...
Sneaky.
We have Mr. Jesse Egan as...
I'm having a sort of a jealousy of your name change. I'm going to add middle names.
Oh, nice.
So I'm Gregory Fraggery Skillman. Thrillman.
So that's what the G...
Thrillman.
So Gregory
Fraggery. Thrillman.
Down in Fragger Rock. Oh, you have rocks and you don't have it. Sorry.
With us as well, we have Mr. Dave Callens as... You piece of shit.
He's pretending to be muted.
You would come through on the other mics.
Gotcha. Wait, what was the question?
Who are you?
God.
How many people will attend your funeral? Who is your character? Yeah,
I don't know what world we're in. I'm Jonathan Utah, or else I am Thelonious Monk.
Then, at the moment, you are Jonathan Utah. I'm sorry, you are Johnny Utah.
No, it's Jonathan. Thank you very much.
Okay, there we go. I was given a note about how to say, about which one to say, and I keep forgetting. We have Mr. Clint Biger as...
Wait, if Sal's walking behind me, how is he in frame over there? Hi, I will be playing Kurt Russell Crowe, also known as Corvid Crowe. Nice to meet you. Hello, babies.
I would love it if that was your high school voice too. You'd be the most punchable fucking kid. That's an acceptable adult voice.
What if he insisted we all have to say his name in that voice when we address him?
Here present.
Well, actually, Professor, the sinking of the Lusitania happened 2 years before World War I. And I'm your Dungeon Master, Damian Mercado. We are about to start episode 3 of our new campaign. Last episode, we had the gang summoned back to the fantasy land that they had visited when they were in.
They're saying they can't hear us again. I'm kidding.
Get out. No.
Got him.
Good one, Dave. That's a good one.
Yeah. Sometimes the act of trolling is the joke, and that there doesn't need to be a punchline. You can just say things in a trolly voice.
I'd never do My Pillow Guy.
There's no need for a...
There we go.
All right, we were doing some voices before we started.
Can you do the recap as the My Pillow Guy?
Because first off, in the only fantasy world that the My Pillow guy would support is the kingdom of Christ.
Oh my God.
And crack.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait.
exactly.
I got a request. Jesse the Body Ventura having a conversation with My Pillow Guy.
It's the same guy. It's the same guy.
It's the same guy.
Did anybody ever know that what I've done with the Minnesota light rail, I laid the foundation for people to get to work from the north of Minneapolis to the bottom of Minneapolis, because that's the way cities are laid out, from north to south. A lot of you don't know that. That's a conspiracy.
It's a war of conspiracy theories.
So what happened last week?
You know what? It's not point. This is the awful neutral, mediocre plus impression show. So that's anybody else? Anybody else I could do with that? With that deep Minnesota timbre? Anybody?
Minnesota.
So you guys were summoned. You guys, as children, as 10th graders, you guys were summoned to a fantasy world, Ophelia, and
we
you guys,
got the shit kicked out of us.
Yeah, I
We
got
did.
Not as kids. We
No,
kicked
no.
ass as
Yeah,
kids.
you guys were sent back, and then you guys were summoned as adults. I believe Jonathan Utah, you were just got done reading a good night story to your son.
Yeah.
Craig G. Thrillman, you were sucked out after a therapy appointment. You were teleported. You were sucked off after a therapy appointment.
HMO doesn't cover that. That's out of pocket.
we don't say that anymore.
I have the best therapist.
And Avril and Bugsy, I'm sorry, Russell Crowe.
Corvid.
Corvid Russell Crowe
Corvid now. Thank you very much.
were sucked off at a competitive hot dog eating contest. And
Leaders were everywhere.
And
Brazzers.
Trey was being both dressed down by his boss and accused of stealing, where at the same time asked for companionship and asked if he wanted to see Clerks 3.
Yeah, I
Which-
was really excited to go see Clerks 3 with my boss.
Well, that's interesting. And so they all were teleported away to Ophelia, where they confronted a boss way outside of their current level of
Yeah,
combat
got the shit
stats.
kicked out of us.
Yeah.
And they all were brutally slashed down.
We went into Kaled. That's for the Elden Ring fan out there.
Exactly. All of you got the rot, the scarlet rot, and slowly crumbled away.
Clint was not happy with us.
And you guys met a beloved figure from high school who you hadn't seen for many years.
I literally tuned in right as I got severed in half or something like that. I was like, oh, it just didn't have to be there. Why did they kill me?
Yeah, you thought you were getting written off, and I had to address that live. So anyhow, as the adventure continued, you guys were slashed down. So here we are. You guys, we're going to start with you, Trey. Trey,
I feel like every week he's just going to stomp us with whatever character comes up with. It's just,
This is revenge.
After getting sucked off and slashed down, how do you feel?
all of you have gotten sucked off, and that's me. I sucked all of you off. I don't feel a hint of gratitude anywhere.
I just saw someone on the
I
sidewalk
wish Sara Lee was here to
stop
record that for a
walking.
clip.
Someone stopped walking and tried to
Sara Lee,
listen
mark
in.
this time down.
Yo, people are getting sucked off in there. We got to go to this comedy club more often.
What would you call the suck off comedy club? I don't know. Hey fans, if you guys come off with the name of the Blowjob Comedy Club, I don't know. We'll
Instead of like chuckles or whatever, it'd be like gluck glucks or
Yeah.
Suckles.
Chuckle fuckers, but it's possessive.
yeah. When you
Like
guys
the rockers.
when you guys get sucked off, what noise do you make? I make cluck cluck. That's the. All right. So Trey, you you're on the couch. You're on the couch of your in the manager's office at the Blockbuster in which
Immediately
you
wake
work.
up and check to make sure I'm not severed in half. I had that dream again. Every Tuesday. I had this dream.
You are sitting next to your boss in his proud ponytail. Clerks 3 is just like you're midway through Clerks 3. Dante and Randall are arguing about something.
About something. Rosario Dawson's there, I hope. I actually haven't seen Clerks 3. I told everyone I was going to do some research.
It's actually really good.
Now, real quick about his ponytail. I know a lot of people would presume his ponytail is a low ponytail. I would like to think it's a high with long hair.
Oh, so like it's like
He
a
wears it. He
Like a
wears
samurai.
It top knot,
Yeah.
but
Like
it's
an honorable
very long,
samurai.
yeah.
okay,
Like,
but
like a Yakuza from Miami Vice, Tokyo Vice.
this
Is
is.
it covering
Bunch of-
the bald spot that's forming?
Does he even have the ball?
So high, it's covered. Yes, it's to cover the bald spot that's beneath and behind it.
So this is like it's not even a comb over. It's like I guess
A pony over.
a pony over.
Yeah, it's a pony over.
Like I was gonna say like a samurai, like where it's like tied up back and they're bald, like
It's
right
almost
here.
like a reverse mullet.
He claims
Yeah.
it's a Klingon type cut, but I don't remember what episode.
I didn't watch all of DS9, so I'm not sure. Maybe there was like
I don't know enough to dispute it.
yeah. I haven't seen all the Kirk movies.
No,
And,
that's only referenced in the books, but that's still canon. So
Okay.
so there you are. Your Clerks 3 is getting fired up. Your boss. Are you okay there, Trey? Something happened to your chest?
No, I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. I could have sworn I was no, it was just one of those lucid memories.
Well, that's good. I mean, because you've been
Dream.
kind of silent. You've been like on autopilot. I've had this going. I've been laughing to Jay and Silent Bob this whole time.
Did you
You've
not
been.
see me disappear, or was my body just go limp when I get transported? How does it work in this? What's the rule, Damian? Do I roll to know what happens to us when we get sucked off? I know my
The age-old question.
You're talking crazy here, Trey. Are you on drugs? And can I have any? Without me living with Brenda right now, I can cut loose. So if you have any of that pot that the kids are doing now,
I'll have you know I've been clean and sober for over 2 weeks.
Not consecutive.
Total this year at 2 weeks, so that's a lot for me.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you know anybody, you could call. I'll be happy to pay you if we can.
At this time, I don't know if there's anyone that would get up and come to Blockbuster.
The last Blockbuster.
Are we at Blockbuster watching?
Yeah, you are. You're in the manager's office of Blockbuster.
Sorry, I keep on asking you where I am and who I am, but I just I must have fallen asleep. This Clerks 3 just doesn't hit like Clerks 1 or 2 or Mallrats.
Look, give it a chance. It's really good.
Or Chasing Amy.
Are you saying there's some sort of diminishing returns with this View-esque universe?
I'd agree. Yeah. I think I just conked right out. I didn't leave for like a second. You didn't see a light envelop me? No, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm asking weird things again.
He looks and turns out he goes back to looking at his phone. Sorry, I just got a text from Brenda. One second.
And the glow from his phone is way brighter than the light I got sucked into.
I'm going to be honest with you, Trey. I've kind of had my own things going on. I've been laughing because who couldn't laugh at Jay and Silent Bob at 50? Smoking doobies. They're crazy.
Still silent. It's incredible.
What year is it, Damian?
It's called Commitment to the Bit.
It's currently the year 20 of our Lord 2024.
Oh, okay.
Of our Lord.
Yes.
But in Satan years, it's still 666.
It's always 666. That's how
That's my secret cap. It's always.
Trey, roll a perception check or an intelligence check, whichever's higher.
Okay. I
It's okay.
haven't made my character.
He doesn't know.
I'm sorry. I'm a bad 13.
13? 13. Yeah.
Just assume what a druid.
wisdom.
Yeah.
Noted
Wisdom. You could assume that your boss has been heartbroken. All that he's been able to talk about, for the most part, whenever his similar interests of View Askew come about, is about how Brenda's kicked him out. I don't know if you've ever talked to a guy who's in a bad breakup. He's always paying attention to his phone way more than anything else.
Yeah, so he didn't see me teleport.
Perhaps.
So caught up. So how are things with Brenda? I heard she kicked you out a 4th time.
Yeah, the bitch. She says I should just accept going bald and stop doing this cool new hairstyle that I saw it on Euphoria. This is what the kids are doing now.
Not going bald. She's crazy.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gaslighting my boss.
Hold on, she's calling me 1 second. He's leaving hold on a second. Yeah, hey Brenda, guess what? Trey thinks the hair is cool. And
Trey's like, let me talk to her.
Let me talk to Brenda real quick. Hello, Brenda. Heard that bed's gonna be mighty cold tonight.
So he leaves. You can hear him he goes out front of the Blockbuster. You can hear very passionate a couple arguing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one side of a couple arguing outside.
I only see his bob ponytail over one of the Blockbuster posters. Like, support us, we're running out of business.
Well, there's like a Morbius poster on the side of the window. So over the Morbius poster.
Coming soon, Madam Web to DVD. 2 weeks of creative theaters is gonna come to Blockbuster.
No, sweetheart. Nobody's checked out Morbius, but they're coming.
Okay, I swear.
People love that. They brought it back to theaters twice. It must be good.
Hold on, I got to unload this truck full of the Marvels.
You see, they go to a planet where it's all musicals. It's crazy.
Is that in the Marvel?
Yes.
Oh, God, it was awful. It was fucking terrible.
God.
The movie was decent, but that scene
It's like a
fucking
Glee
tore the
planet.
ass out of me. Jesus.
I will say, Doug, people are shitting all over the Marvels. The Marvels dances circles around the best DC movie. Like that isn't a
Marvels
Batman
was
standalone
fine.
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
The Marvels was fine, but that scene was fucking dog shit.
They could have removed that scene and nothing would have been lost. Like, why? First off, scientifically, how would a species do all communication through musicals? I mean,
Do they cast off the off-key citizens? Send them to like some kind of New Zealand for atonal people?
It's like in Midsummer when they make him step off a cliff. Like, all right, you got it.
You're 70. Love you.
you've seen like 300 where they like throw the misshapen babies off of the cliff. Like it's like a Sparta type thing.
We do that in Mexico too.
You sprain your ankle and it's like going mute.
She can't dance. She can just sing and not dance. How
Everyone
is
can
this?
sing.
You got to put her down. I'm sorry.
You got to be two things.
So as your boss is out there arguing out front, the Clerks 3 kind of plays in front of you. I don't know about you, but you did your most. You have the fear. You just thought you were going to die maybe 3 or 4 minutes ago prior.
I'm just covered in sweat still.
Yeah, you even have like a phantom pain like across your chest.
It comes back every once in a while, like when I used to smoke. You'd be like, oh, here it comes. Here's the heart attack. Nope, it's just my lungs.
He's doing Sanford and I'm coming to meet you.
Finally.
Milton, I'm coming to meet you, Milton. It's the name of the mouse, right? Or the rat?
What mouse?
Yeah,
What
I
rat?
almost had him. I almost tricked him. At that point, though, you hear a pebble hit the window at the manager's window, the little decorative window up at like
Decorative
6 foot high.
I look at the window. I know I heard something, but I wait for a second confirmation pebble.
And bam, a second confirmation pebble.
right.
This one's like harder and like it kind of leaves a chip in the glass.
It's a little more assertive. It's like, hey, asshole.
Throw a bigger rock, please. No, I hop over to the desk and I get on it and I look out the window.
As you get up, that's when you hear a rock come crashing through the window. Like the person didn't know what you were doing.
Right past my head.
You see the window. It's like that type of windows that are in conveniently in every movie bathroom that they can sneak out of, like that window that opens outward. All right. And you look out, and that's where you see Avril, heir to the Stouffer's lasagna fortune. You see Avril Lasagna. She's bopping her head, and she waves you, like, come on.
Avril? What?
She does not respond to you, just...
Oh no, I'm having that dream again where Avril beckons me into the street, into traffic.
Hey, well, Sara Lee's not here. You should make a backstory. You guys got romantically involved for a while, and it ended badly. And now you're like, wait, what is she?
It was
She's
all
kind of
over
banging her
muffin.
head, though. She's kind of banging her head a bit, rocking out.
Does she have AirPods in? Can I roll for perception?
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Why isn't she talking? 18. She's
18.
got AirPods in.
No, you. In fact, with 18,
They're a knockoff brand.
Yeah.
you actually are able to notice that she's wearing an old school style Discman, with headphones.
Like fuzzy.
Yeah, it has the static because the way she's bobbing her head, there must be some sort of shock resistance.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Back in our day, the CDs used to bounce with your leg and interrupt the
Has
song.
MASH.
No, knowing Avril, it's probably Limp Bizkit's first album that she's rocking out to right now.
She's probably got that super bass button turned on.
Definitely. In fact, with an 18 perception, you can kind of hear
It's Nookie or whatever.
it's, actually, you can hear Sum 41.
Sum 41.
Storming through the party like my name is El Nino.
Yo, last week she said that lyric wrong, and I was like, but this is your music. She said, come into the party like my name was Ali. I was so mad.
It's not about the
Now
lyrics.
You know what it feels like.
It's not about the lyrics, it's about the vibe.
Ali.
Ali? Is that the second, is that the live version that they did for MTV Unplugged that I don't remember?
It was for her Sweet 16 that they played.
They had
Oh, yeah, Avril's Sweet 16 party,
I need
yeah.
the band to have a custom version made.
Her head is bobbing to I don't want to waste my... That's the way her head's bobbing to pop punk from the 2000s.
All right, so
Now that's what Outcome Music Volume 378.
back in my day, we called this music. So I just look back, see my boss is still outside, and I'm like, it's been a while since I've climbed out of the window. Why not?
Athletics check.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me an athletics check.
Roll a deception check on that being you haven't crawled out of a window recently.
If
Boy, that
athletics
was.
is
If it's a number that's upside down, can I re-roll?
Well, the numbers can only roll one way. No, of course not.
Because, what's an E?
So 3, yeah.
Error. You got an error from the dice.
I gotta get a re-roll.
Where does you fall out the window, head first, oh shit, there's nothing here, I didn't think this through.
I aim for a cardboard box,
He
so
goes
I don't
to-
know it's empty, so I just fall through it.
He sits on the window ledge, drop down, but his pants hook on it, so he's hanging like a wedgie off the window.
Not a good feeling, but I didn't.
See, I was gonna go something more jackass, he fell on his nuts in a pipe or something, but that's wedgie, that's better. It doesn't have to be nuts for
If
everything.
it catches your pants and you fall out the window, doesn't that just pants you?
He's dropping on this way, so he's.
So he's like there, bare ass, like has the pants, like, kind of like, but it's not like the pants have come clean off. It's that thing where he's still a prisoner. He's like wearing pants handcuffs. Like, around his ass.
I'm upside down, like, and Sara Lee's already turned and bobbing her head to the music, so I can't get help from her.
She does not react. She just keeps waving at you like this,
Avril?
but
You think Avril?
despite the very clear a physical comedy happening in front of her, you wouldn't know it. She keeps bobbing her head.
Trey's gonna get down there and she'd be, oh no, I was waving your boss.
Yeah.
If only somebody was there who had small teeth who could chew through my underwear, I could be free. And a couple seconds later, Trey is free. Mysteriously.
Just happened to get free.
As you approach Avril, you notice her eyes are closed. Like she doesn't like. Her eyes are closed.
Oh, like this weird.
She's bobbing her head,
guttural,
waving at you,
evil music.
and trying to beckon you to follow her.
Am I asleep again? I feel like I'm in dreamland. I keep on checking to see if I'm cut in half or not. Roll for follow? I don't know.
Roll for follow.
Well, I mean, you could just follow her. Like,
Yeah,
she'll-
following her.
Well,
what's
we'll
up?
see if we can.
Lasagna, what's good?
Ignore
I just fell out of a window for you. Can you please at least acknowledge me?
she's gray rocking you. She's just like it's like talking to a wall.
What's different about that? A wall with terrible music taste. No.
She follows you. You know what? I'm going to roll for her. She gets on her skateboard in this eyes closed state. A 4. She goes 2 steps, falls flat on her face. Eyes do not open.
Immediately hits a rock bigger than her trucks. Just-
Yeah, she does that thing like, where like your skateboard goes one way and your body
Yeah.
goes the other way. It just falls out from under her.
Yeah, with a 4, she didn't even hit a rock. It was just like all natural.
Sara Lee is learning about the lyric right now, by the way.
Hey, somewhere across town, Gregory goes, I sense that someone found a rock. or 2, and then threw them away like an idiot.
On closer inspection, it wasn't a rock. We're going to say like the city council years ago tried to like get these like fake plastic rocks, like these like
Oh, like the
synthetic
Radiohead song?
rocks.
Fake plastic rocks?
Like in the same way that like cities might try to put sand on a beach to keep the beach beautiful or something. Like the city had this rock rejuvenation
Like
project.
cell phone towers that look like trees. You're like, yes, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
And meanwhile, like the fake rock salesman just rode away, like he just sold the monorail to a Simpsons town, to
He's
Springfield.
he's off to Ogdenville or whatever.
North Haverbrook.
North Haverbrook.
Okay, so you follow her, and she's clear, like her knees are all fucked up from that last fall and everything.
But she didn't say muffin, so do I suspect something's up?
Yeah, that's up to you. Do you suspect something else?
I feel like something's
Roll for
goofy.
suspecting.
We're talking to her. Try to.
An L. I keep on getting the
L.
letters.
The dice are trying to send you a message.
The dice can happen for things with chance, but as far as like you, yeah, if you think something's up, you're welcome to investigate that just by asking questions. And
Life in 3D had a great point. If she hit a rock, she found the one rock in town.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, we covered that already. Yeah.
It turned out to be just an
It's
asphalt
a plastic
chip.
rock.
It's just an asphalt chip. You know, like when it's like, oh, it's not even real.
I missed it. I was too busy reading the comments.
I hope they're good comments.
I go, my rock sensing ability was off. Sorry.
to our fans out there who are joking, I did not mean to imply that there was a real rock anywhere in this town.
would've
Stony, Oregon, not a fucking rock. It
Got
was
excited.
a polyurethane painted piece of plastic. So
You know, the town actually raised some money. They started putting out polyurethane rocks.
there's tons of oil pollution disguised as rocks all over your town, seeped into the soil.
No, the reveal is there's always been rocks. Everyone's just too stupid to know what a rock actually is. Like, it's been here the whole time.
We've been gaslit into
Yeah, we're a very local type of dumb in this town. All right. I will say when she fell off the skateboard, the headphones came off.
And
And
I hear screaming out of her ear.
but she doesn't get up. She just when the headphones come off, you just hear like a loud snoring, and she's just still on the ground.
Oh my.
She's listening to that bowling tournament from Big Lebowski.
Lasagna, you okay? Oh my God, she hit her head. She knocked herself out.
She's in REM sleep. Her eyes.
And I'm like,
So I was like, oh, well, back to work.
Strongly considering going back and watching Clerks, the rest of Clerks. I just kind of like help her like not be in an awkward position, and I slide her Walkman under her head like a pillow.
But as you slide the Walkman under her head like a pillow, almost like you're watching like a really slow, the slowest magic trick ever. Like the headphones, like kind of like as if like pulled by a magnet, kind of sliding closer up her head until they go back on her head. Then you hear the CD stop skipping. I don't want to waste my time. And she like pops back up. She pops back up, does not trip up on the skateboard this time, and beckons you to follow.
Quick question. Does she have the lyrics to this song wrong also?
Yeah.
She is humming. You think she's humming Ali. You're like, I know the syllables.
She's saying, I don't want to take my time.
Become another victim of Ali? What is Muhammad Ali, the successor, the possible successor to the Prophet Muhammad? And never mind.
Hey, Avril,
We're talking the difference between Shia and Sunni here, all right?
Hey, Avril. You got to sit down. I think hit your head. You just fell asleep for like a brief second. Can you at least, hello, acknowledge me? Hi. You're like a siren. You're just beckoning.
She just like kind of does that like kind of mosh walk away, like, you know, like with her head.
Walk into traffic again.
She's skanking away. That's a type of dance. That's not a sexual.
That's not a judgment.
Oh no! Anytime I've seen Avril skank, there's been danger nearby. Something's up.
She's doing her danger skank.
So we'll say right now that you cautiously follow her, or don't follow her, or
I'm keeping a distance. Like once she stops to wave, that I know that's the line. So I take one step inside that. I'm trying to keep a radius, like in a VIP mission in a video game or something.
Important to note, he's still got the pants handcuffs.
he's walking.
He's waddling.
Yeah,
I'm a big boy. Like a fucking toddler who needs their pants pulled on. That's way funnier than anything.
Avril, wait, Avril, wait. Slow down.
Yes, some guy closing a store like a block away just sees a near pantsless guy in his undershorts chasing a skater that's barely moving.
Fortunately, it's like 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. It's in the early a.m. So there isn't, the streets aren't exactly packed. But you do kind of get led to this suburban-ish neighborhood, this nice neighborhood, nice houses up and down the block. And she takes you around to the left side of the house, like kind of back where one of the rooms would be, where most houses would be, the rooms would be. And she starts throwing rocks. And that's when... that is when Johnny, please. That's when Johnny Utah, you hear a tapping at your window.
Are the kids asleep? Am I still reading the story?
Your wife, B, is sawing logs next to you. You just hear like sleep apneaing next to you. She has her CPAP machine on.
Okay.
So,
but am I I know he woke up panicked. I forget how I died. What was my...
you two were all of you were slashed down.
Okay.
I think yours was I don't remember the exact all of you were slashed with the same
I'm just not
scythe.
panicked, though. I'm just like, oh, that was interesting.
No, you can be whatever you want. It's you.
It's you.
Yeah, you do wake up. So last thing you remember was getting slashed down by an angry athletics coach. And you next thing you hear is a rock hitting your window.
Oh, God damn it, I'm still alive. Okay.
That's just a normal married man.
You could hear the CPAP machine humming loudly behind you.
Oh, is that my side piece? I didn't think she'd be coming by tonight. I go take a look at the window.
Oh, no. Johnny Utah is not faithful. He sleeps over at his side piece house when he has his kid. You go over to the window, and that's when you see, there's no radio up above the head. But
Is it his A-wife?
What's that?
Is it his A-wife?
You see your wife. She has a rolling pin in her hand. She's like, you better come home now.
Curlers and everything.
You're with a sleep apnea bitch, aren't you? Yeah, she has curlers in her hair. She has a green mask on for some reason. You see Avril, Lasagna, and Trey. I don't know.
Pantsless Trey.
Yes, he's trying to catch. He's a couple steps behind her.
Handcuffs.
Wait up, guys. Slow down.
He gets very stern and solemn. it's happening again. And he grabs the lamppost to reveal that it's been a staff disguised as a lamp this whole time. He just keeps it there as like a safety weapon.
You like pull out the
Yeah.
electrical wire in the middle.
It takes a while to get it ready for combat.
Yeah, I'd screwed it in so that hold on. He has to
Damn
go to the
kids, they
garage, get
tighten
his
this
drill. It's a flat. I used flathead screws and not a Phillips head. God damn it!
Who's been messing with this? Come on.
Yeah, we're gonna say like your wife does not hear you. The sleep, she's snoring even through the CPAP machine. Yeah, you're able to. You could probably marching band outside the house and she wouldn't wake up.
Yeah. So I take the staff. I go outside to.
Could we have him roll for marriage happiness?
I would. Okay, so we're gonna say you roll. You go outside. You see Avril Lasagna.
We can't roll anything right now because obviously Clint and mine OCD is on display right here. He's separated by colors. I've got him stacked. We don't want to mess with how the dice are. So
May I roll for you then?
I'll do it. I got my phone right here.
These are decorative dice. I have a digital dice.
We could have, if she's watching, we could have her roll.
Oh yeah.
If she wants to like preemptively roll some 20s or something like that, and we'll just input them as they come up or something.
I rolled a 19.
19.
I don't know what I'm rolling for, but I rolled a 19.
Sara Lee, if you were watching through Twitch, give me a roll. We're gonna see if you're able to skateboard.
She should give us a few rolls because there's a delay. So like, it'll be like 30 seconds before we get. We're just gonna
We should treat this whole podcast like a seance, like Sara Lee, if you can hear us.
she can hear us.
The light is flashing.
The light is flashing. I think it's Morse code. It's just
That's just the ghost of the Indian burial ground that this Madhouse Comedy Club, which we are generously recording from, was built on. They haunt this place. They're always like, "Oh, pay attention! Please bury us in our rightful, reunite us with our ancestors." We're like, "Hey, there's a headliner on. Please keep it down."
Do you guys hear Meatloaf playing in here?
is that what that is?
What won't you do, Meatloaf? What won't you do? She rolled a 15. So, by the way, what'd you roll?
19.
19? 19. Then we're gonna say you notice the disc man and all that. You notice the eyes closed. But with the 19, there was something specific to you. As you're going, you look back and you see. As soon as you look back at your son's window, you could swear that you see a head duck back down.
From my son's window?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a rock at the window. Like, you stay in bed. Nothing to see here.
Dude, that kid,
Dad's mean. He's not even drunk yet.
that kid's got a core memory of just seeing his dad in the dark with a pantsless man and a woman that's not responding to anything. Catatonic, drugged out woman.
That is for sure a core memory.
I never got an answer.
My father ran away.
He's with Jesse's therapist 30 years later.
Dad grabbed his staff again.
Trust me, you're not the craziest patient I had. I once had a guy who thought he was a dog. You see that? Do you join up with the crew, or she beckons you to follow?
Yeah, I'm down there.
All right. So with the 15, we're going to say that even though her eyes are closed and she's mid-skank, she throws down the skateboard, jumps on it. With the 15,
Did he just call her a mid-skank?
Stop trying to sound like the kids.
throw it a Yas Queen or something. I guess it always have to
And there
be.
she was on the dance floor, mid-skank, and I knew that would be your mother.
With the 15 though, she throws down the skateboard. She takes one big push and does a. With the 15, she does a solid kickflip. Nothing you'd see on like Tony Hawk, pro skater, but a very competent kickflip. And she's off.
An adequate kickflip.
As she beckons you guys to follow.
I also like to imagine that she skanks her push off. Like on the board, like a hard skank move and just gets so much speed.
Dude, you're making Avril so much cooler than I think Sara Lee is doing. All right. Moving right along. Craig G. Thrillman, how do you, like at night, tell us about your living situation.
Craig G. F. Thrillman, thank you.
Ooh, good catch.
Craig
3G.
girlfriend Thrillman.
Twist. He's going to become 5G, and that's the threat that everybody was worried about.
Yeah, because he can get inside us so easily.
Gregory Fredery.
Okay, so I'm down in the basement digging. There's a spot in the basement where I've dug a hole. I'm trying to tunnel all the way into the Avril Lasagna compound. Where,
2024, still on that mission.
Still trying to get to that cachet of Stofers.
I love
There's
it.
no rocks in the way either. So
No,
it's
no.
easy
Soft
digging,
Soft
really
sand.
easy digging.
I'm trying to think of like what there's like a Jenny like instead of like to update this for the 2000s. There's a Jenny McCarthy poster. Like,
Yeah, like Shawshank.
question is: are you a homeowner? Do you live with your parents? Are you living with your mom or dad? Is this their basement? Or is this your basement?
Moving and needing to start over from a new location.
Are you
Four tunnels that are all kind
He
of
always loses his security deposit for some reason.
Is this your basement?
Yeah.
Do you rent this basement from a stranger? Do you live with your parents? Like what's
No, they live with me.
Is that
Yeah.
a joke about Sara Lee right now?
Oh yeah. Oh, that one makes me sad. I wasn't thinking that.
I live with another amateur archaeologist. His name is Pregory, and
Damn it.
Dennis Pregory?
Dennis-
Yeah, he gets a lot of shit for that.
Dennis Pregory and Fregory, and we take turns tunneling. We're both obsessed with this. So
This is actually like a pasta enthusiast who's pretending to be an archaeologist to get on the score.
yeah, but I didn't let him know that we're going for this lasagna stash because he's really a pappardelle man. So I may have fudged the data on that. But so I guess actually right now he's taking a turn digging. And when I'm on my break, I'm eating a big bowl of cocoa pebbles because it's the only rocks to be found. So, I'm like, these are good pebbles. I wish
Where's
these
the
were real.
crickets?
We're a Fruity Pebbles fan.
Oh, yeah, fruity pebbles. Yeah,
How many pallets of rock candy does he have?
he makes his own. He makes his own rock candy.
Crystallized sugar.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. Okay, so we're gonna say it's Pregory's time.
Yeah.
He's digging. You're sweaty. You're covered in dirt. It's
Gregory, take your shift. Dig.
It's early in the morning, so when a rock crashes through your window, it's not a rock. I'm sorry. It is a polyurethane painted stone, quote unquote. Stone is an acronym for some plastic piece of shit.
Just for safety reasons, the city has them all stamped with not a real stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, legally can't be confused.
Organic, non-environmental product stone.
I get really excited when I hear a rock break through the window. I'm like, stones! And I run up there, but then I have to test it and bite it. That's not a real rock.
Yeah,
Didn't
this-
break my teeth.
Made by I Can't Believe It's Not Butter Company.
Can't believe it's not rock.
Can't believe it's not Boulder.
good, Dave.
And when you look outside, what you see in the middle of your heist, basically against this person, you see Avril. She's kicked the skateboard up, so she's leaning on it, like holding onto the wheel to the I don't know the fucking trucks, and leaning on it. I mean, it might look intimidating if you were caught mid heist.
Oh no, she's here to stop me.
Crap, she's onto me. Gregory, take a break.
To arms, Pregory.
And she did just throw a rock through your window too, so you never, it's like 2 a.m. You never know.
I like how with us, it was against the window. Yours, it was right through the window. She's like, you know
What
what?
do you mean she's on to you?
The size of the plastic stones, like sometimes there's bigger pebbles than.
She switched to ceramic. Immediately breaks glass. I found out a couple months ago.
She beckons to you.
I go, Gregory, we're under siege.
Ninja rocks.
She's summoning you outside.
Gregory, there's a mid-skank outside.
roll me. Let's say we'll go with perception again.
Okay.
And you have inspiration from that joke.
Yeah, I was going to say, you get advantage for
We get
that.
to give each other inspiration.
You had players now. What the fuck is this?
Yes, we do. I vote yes.
Yeah, but I had a critical fail on the cocoa pebble.
Unless there was unless like you're willing to say that like, oh yeah, I'm doing a 2 o'clock TikTok right now in the middle of the woods.
I rolled an 11, so I don't know if that's perceptive enough.
Or he had just seen one of your TikToks and got inspiration. You're right. I am good enough, smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. That's what my therapist says.
I'm just not hustling enough.
Yeah, I'm on that grind set. Ooh, yeah, I need a 4th job. Fuck personal time.
So I
what'd you
rolled
roll?
an
I'm sorry.
11.
11? kind of looks like she's like if this like it looks pretty gangster, like she's saying like come outside, motherfucker. Like that's what the most likely interpretation of this is.
Gregory, we got a problem. We got a big problem,
The
Greg.
famous line from the Apollo 13
Don't
mission.
worry, Gregory. I've got my arm. And it's a double-sided battle axe that you get from some nerd LARPing convention.
So it's foam.
Do you want to play Preggery? I love it.
I will.
Gregory. Okay.
Preggery's in the tunnel. It is. You gotta speak up to
Okay, yeah. I scream down to him, Gregory, we're under siege.
You grab a Goonie style like can, like you have a can microphone system, so you can always talk to the guy in the tunnel because the tunnel's so long.
With a string, yeah. So I'm yelling to him, and I'm also in preparation for combat. I quickly don my Stinky Anna Jones costume, where I have a dirty leather jacket and a dirty hat with a dirty whip.
And a dirty trench coat. Just one of the trench coat trilby guys.
Yeah, I go to pornographic movie theaters. What about it?
Unrelated, he's got an OnlyFans that he runs.
But it is that point when you were looking outside that you see, because she remember, she popped off on a skateboard and got a good head start, that you see, I assume, a still pantsless Trey.
Yeah.
Shuffling along.
He's just hopping on one leg trying to do it. And if he would have just taken off his shoes, if I would have just taken off my shoes and just humbled myself on the cold asphalt, but I don't like to be cold. So I'm gonna get.
So you're walking around pantsless. Like,
my ankles are warm, and that makes me warm. Okay?
get warm ankles.
Would Jay or Silent Bob pick up their pants? No.
Do I recognize these guys?
Yeah, actually, I mean, because you live in a smaller town, and I assume you've known these guys for quite a long time.
You went on multi-year adventures in another land with them.
Well, they have become adults, or their bodies have changed over the last 20 years from 10th grade
One's
to
no
I guess
longer
middle.
an otter in this universe. They're
Which
not
one?
an otter.
He's just a little otter.
One still is.
Well, I call out to them at least. I say, Jonathan, Trebajo,
Trey, please.
Trey, sorry.
Thank you.
And Miss Lasagna, what's going on? Why you have no pants on? Why are you throwing fake rocks at me?
She just continues to beckon. She's she's like an NPC. Like when you engage with an NPC in a video game, like they just have one line of dialogue they'll repeat over and over again.
I like how you made her like the most autistic person. She's just like eyes closed, nothing, just.
You don't show up. I have to use your character in funny ways.
Yeah.
This is all story driven. This is not her character.
Your weekend at Bernie'sing her. It's making sense why we named the episode Weekend at Bernie's 3. Oh my God.
If anyone was here during setup, we had a great weekend at Bernie's riff that
Hollywood
tied back
wouldn't
to.
give us a Weekend at Bernie's 3, so I made my own.
Yeah, what's it called when you call back a joke for the first introduction of itself? You guys should have been there, struggling with
A
us.
call forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so I say, Gregory, I'm using the back door tunnel. And I run down to another tunnel that we made that leads out to the yard. I don't just go walk outside.
Oh, okay.
He's like a gopher as an adult. He's got a whole network.
Yeah, I burrow and I pop up
Well, I mean, like
outside.
if you're looking for rocks, like there's none on the surface, and it should be concerning that like in all of your years of digging, you have yet to find a fucking rock.
You've got to excavate.
So
Sara Lee said, backdoor tunnel is supposed to be saved for marriage.
Not
I'm
if you
Mormon.
don't-
I can't use the front door until I meet my husband.
I got to use the back door tunnel so I don't get Gregory.
All right, so are you trying? You're trying to escape or to?
No, I want to pop up outside, like in a strategic
Like a
point
meerkat.
near them. Yeah, so I can
All right, well,
scope
well,
out the
then-
scenario.
Ooh, roll to see if you pop out the right hole or not.
Okay.
There's like. You should have taken the left at Albuquerque. I think that was the problem.
I rolled a 6.
A 6? Yeah, you pull up at the hole that's right in front of her. Like ideally you were trying to get to the hole. Like there's a wooded area across, so like you could have popped out there and scoped out the situation. But again, you took the left at Albuquerque, and so here you are. You pop up kind of just in front of her, like a gopher who just popped up, like in a cartoon, the way a prison escape might come up in the prison guard's lunchroom or something.
Do frames in front of him, just covered in sewage.
Oh, maybe roll in advance. This might.
I jump up like, crap, wrong hole again.
Sara Lee say that one.
Telling him not to go off feel.
When you get closer, yeah, you can hear that Sum 41. It's like that's one track. You've only heard that. You don't even hear the whole album. It must be that one track on repeat.
No, she keeps on pressing back. Right
It's not even a song. It's just the chorus over and over.
like the only other thing she's doing is just heading back right before the song goes on to the next song.
It's not even the intro. You heard the intro like the the first time, and then it's just the chorus.
Yeah.
She has to like stop and rewind it.
Well, I try to talk to her. I say, "What's going on, Lasagna? Why are you got your eyes closed? And why, Trey? Where's your pants? And Jonathan, what's up, dude?"
She just like skanks away from you.
Yeah, she hasn't really been saying anything. I'm working on getting my pants on, and he looks fine, Jonathan. I'm answering all his questions.
So you guys are just following this chick? What's going on?
Well, it appears it's time to go back to defend the realm once more.
Yeah, she did her danger skank earlier, and
By the way, that is a very cool like ska band name.
So are you saying that you're the only who? Are you the only one who remember? You just made a reference to something. Okay. All right. Did you like? I don't know. Are you, who here do you? I mean, who here remembers?
I have a faint memory of being a dog.
I think it's a lucid dream memory. Like
I was there for a while. I've been like red pilled or whatever the fucking term is. Like now I know. I'm like, okay, this is real shit.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
you got sucked through the mirror, sucked off through the mirror.
I sucked off the mirror.
You're just kissing the mirror because like you can be on your knees all you want. You're still kissing the mirror.
If you're fast enough, you can get there.
He was so fast, he sucked himself off in a mirror. I don't mean. Do you think Superman is so fast? Is God so fast? These are deep theological questions.
Sara Lee, save all these for.
Could God create a rock so big that even I couldn't find it?
We were living on a giant rock the whole time.
All right, so
So she doesn't respond or anything.
She does not. She just takes off again, and she gives you the same treatment she's given the other two.
Yeah, she hasn't said anything. She just keeps on beckoning. She did eat shit on the skateboard earlier, but she landed a sweet kickflip after.
Oh yeah, that was really funny.
Well, I guess we should pursue and make sure she's all right.
Yeah, I think she might have just hit her head, and she just.
I turn it to the hole in the ground and I yell down into it, "I'll be back later, Gregory."
Sounds great.
It's funny that we both talk the same way.
Hey, that's
I'm
why
a
you're friends.
one-note character. I'm trying to do Daffy Duck, but I can't.
I feel like you're making fun of me now, Gregory.
Or the guy from Princess Bride with the wine.
I will cane powder.
It is massaging in that direction.
It's inconceivable that we would have the same voice.
Yeah, the guy looks like Wallace Shawn. He's much older than you, Craig.
They say you take on the traits of the 5 people you hang out with, and you're 4 of them.
That's that joke.
Mother. No, I don't have that many friends.
Please, another tunnel is calling.
We will say that as you in his head, like the Simpsons inner monologue. Yeah. Gregory's gone. That means all the rocks I find are mine.
This is when it happens.
Damn that greedy Gregory.
This is the night
He
finally
stands up and
found
starts
her.
walking normally.
Purple loses his limp.
Does that thing bad movies and TV shows do where a villain or an alien looks at the camera and cricks their neck and their eyes glow red? Stupid trope. Like, who are you flexing for? We know you're evil already. You don't need our audience is that dumb? The answer is yes.
Jesse drops his coffee mug on and shatters on the bottom, says muffins.
But actually, they finally that's their preferred way to exist, and once they're like not being perceived.
Oh my god, I wanted to crack my neck evilly for so long.
Eyes red.
So, Corvid.
No, you got to sing it.
When discussing your character, tell me, what does your character do? If I was either going to say you're the type of grind set person who wakes up and goes to the gym at 6 a.m., so that means you usually go to bed at 9, wake up early. But are you the type of grind set person who just doesn't sleep, who just takes Adderall and
Can I suggest you're the grind set person who goes at a normal time to the gym but takes the photos and edits the file data to make it seem like you took the photos at 4 a.m. and you have an auto-scheduler. The Rock is full of shit, okay? He's not actually going to the gym that early. He's a 60-year-old man. He needs his naps.
I like that. That's what upsets you. Yeah. You're like, Damn it, The Rock.
It's full of shit.
Tell me you're not on HGH.
What a
Dwayne Johnson.
Pick.
Which artist was the one? I think it was Da Vinci that had a nap. He didn't sleep. He had a nap schedule. He'd sleep for 15 minutes every hour or something.
He was also
like that.
I think he was one. He would hold something in his hand, so when he would fall asleep, he would drop it and it would wake him up because you get your best ideas when you're in that weird zone.
Reagan also did that.
Yeah.
Not on purpose though.
Robert Timothy, because he's is such a he can never have a free moment to himself, has had to employ a 3-hour nap, I'll take a 3 or 4 hour nap and just maybe 3 to 4 hour naps a day to get to.
I was telling Clint I've been trying to get into meditation, and I figured why not just do it right in the morning. And I've just been sleeping another 30 minutes. I thought I was doing a good job, but then I wake up damn it, I didn't meditate, I just slept in.
As we did discuss on Science Faction, meditation is not bullshit. It is actually something you can do to improve your life and make your life longer and you healthier tomorrow. It's one of those things. It does work.
I'll be here longer if I meditate? Nah.
Yeah. And don't do you think it's mystical. All it is just concentrating on your breathing. Just concentrate on your breathing.
This whole episode has just been a commercial for Science Faction. We finally got to the pitch.
So-
Here's
No,
my
fuck that.
chance.
He won't promote my
David.
show on Science Faction. Fuck
What you're
that.
saying is meditation isn't real, but breathing is real.
That's all. That's what we're breaking. All meditation is. It's just focused on your breathing, and eventually you can do it in freezing temperatures and sitting on a bed of nails like a Shaolin monk, and break boards while doing it.
You can breathe in any condition.
You can breathe anywhere.
You can even breathe underwater.
Oh, never mind. I was going to make a reference to the movie Abyss, but nobody's seen that movie.
I've seen
Oh, we've all seen that.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Well, you just have to breathe in the amniotic, the fucking placental fluid. That's all you have to do.
Piece of cake.
God.
Okay, maybe I
Fucking
didn't see
horrifying. That was a big plot point, how people can breathe underwater for short points if they fill your suit with placental fluid.
Basically, yeah.
That was a good sound.
Yeah. I think for that reason alone, that was the sci-fi movie from the 90s that failed.
Getting
Nobody's.
placental notes with
Hibiscus? Is this hibiscus?
Corvid, though, what are you
Hints
doing
of
at
afterbirth.
at 1 o'clock in the morning?
I think
Breathing
he's just
amniotic
getting
fluid.
up from his fifth nap of the day. His 15-minute alarm nap. That's starting at 12 a.m. So
All right.
He takes 100 5-minute naps a day. That's his
105-minute nap.
5-minute naps 100 times a day.
What do you hold to drop and wake you up?
I was gonna say your alarm is wet ass pussy on your phone, but what would your alarm be?
Yeah.
ooh, that's a good question. I
Bloodhound
think
Gang. You and me, baby.
no, some Mozart. Yeah.
Mozart. Wow.
Okay, name a Mozart.
His
Man,
fourth,
name 3 Mozarts.
his first, his second, his third.
His fifth.
Moonlight Sonata. That might not be him. I don't know.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Wolfgang, that's one. Amadeus, that's another.
Amadeus, that was Taco.
Beethoven's Fifth. Eat that. That's a Mozart song.
It was covered. It was a cover, but back
He alien ant farm Beethoven.
okay. You wake up. We're gonna say your little coffee maker is already ready. You set it 15 minutes prior. In 15 minutes, when this goes up, I want my coffee ready. Or are you a tea drinker? What is your lifestyle like, Corbin?
Who are you?
Hey, grab that shit you're drinking. Where's the can? Show them what the fuck you've been drinking.
Yerba mate.
Go grab it.
Okay, well you get your
Doing
yerba
an
mate.
errand.
You get your yerba mate, who by the way is a sponsor for you. So you filmed when I wake up at my 15-minute nap.
Dude, in real life, though, they drink this shit that has 300 milligrams of caffeine in it.
Hey, I woke up at 4 a.m. today for no freaking reason.
5 Hour Energy has 200 milligrams.
Yes.
They are dudes either at 40 or pushing 40. Well, no, both of you are under and over 40,
I mean, he's not that much.
What's the under-over on us being 40?
who are doing a hard job like construction that is meant for young guys. Yeah, you need to pick me up. There's a reason amphetamines are big. One of the professions where you can get away with doing amphetamines is on a construction site.
I love how Damian is defending amphetamines
Oh, yeah.
and me doing whatever I need to do construction.
Listen, I'm a contractor. We got deadlines to meet, okay? Do you realize how hard it is to find? Nobody wants to work anymore. I'm paying meth. That's the only way I can get people to work.
What was the question?
I'll tell you what. Would you mind giving me a little stream about advertising, whatever you're advertising?
Okay. What is a yerba mate brand? Because I have the fake version.
Ooh, Mozart version.
Merbiate.
Yerba fate.
Yeah.
Mate.
Fear, spelled like the German. Very offensive. It's the vicious. It's the incel fucking yerba mate. Yeah. As you're given in the middle of this little ad read you're doing on your to your followers.
I'm actually doing vocal exercises. I'm not doing my ad read yet. I'm sipping my yerba with a bit of honey.
So you're not
and
live.
Lemon.
You're not live yet.
Me. No. Oh.
That's when you.
That was a bad nap.
That is when you hear on your nice apartment complex that you live, like a buzz. You know, like in New York.
He's throwing a pebble at the buzzer.
Yeah.
It just flings it on for like a beat.
You know, like in places where you need to be rung in or something. Like you hear like a beep. Like there's somebody at the front door of the apartment complex.
Is this an inquiring suitor? Let me. That's not the usual rhythm of the beeps of my suitors.
You have
must
code
inquire.
for people who pay.
Beep. Hold on. Me.
Me. No. All right, let's go answer that door.
You talking to yourself?
He's not live.
In a monologue.
He's so used to live streaming that's how he talks now.
Let me narrate me opening this door.
He also talks like he's live texting. He's like, "Who could that be?" Question mark.
Gregory, get the camera.
So you have a cameraman who's like a live-in cameraman, like he's like an unpaid intern.
The closet door slides open and he just groggily gets up.
Hey, well, what's up, boss? What's up?
No, he's super wired. He has a caffeine bag like IV to him. Like he's always ready.
Hey, boss. Yep. How's your nap? What are naps like? I haven't had one in forever. I think they're great, though.
Well, you're coming on your 3-year cameraman position. You'll be awarded your first nap in a couple more years.
Oh, that's right. Hey, boss, I want to tell you, I heard about this thing called like a selfie stick. I think like if you did that.
Let's go get the door.
I'm just saying, like if I did, I could focus on sound.
Yep.
I love that we're getting him like a sushi mask.
Okay, we're gonna say he goes downstairs as he goes out the front door. Just woken up. He's kind of like in his sandals. We're gonna say he sleeps. You don't let him like get changed into pajamas, so he's like sleeping in wrinkled clothes that he's had to go to sleep in while you were napping. A few minutes later, you hear a ring at the door. Beep.
All right. Gregory, are you outside in position for me to answer the door?
Yeah, I am, boss. There's some.
Don't tell me or I won't get the surprise required for the shot.
There's. I feel like you should come in prepared, though. Oh, you let go of the.
What is his weapon? Oh yeah, a rapier.
I feel like we're really close to Clint answering the door being this season's hallway.
Beep.
The whole episode.
Tune in next week.
And that has been our episode for today. Thank you so very much.
Next week on Dragon Ass.
I pull out like one of those extendable swords that they sell on the internet.
Like one of those lights, like toy lightsabers.
Lightsaber. Like ones you get at a festival that it isn't like exactly a lightsaber.
What did he call it earlier? A light up sword?
Yeah, I think so. A light sword.
All right. I open the door and walk.
We're gonna say you make you walk down the stairwell.
Guys, we got there.
Or you take the elevator. You take the elevator, which needs a key, which needs a fob.
You're making it longer.
You go to,
Damian's like, not so fast.
and that's when you enter the hallway, which so you guys
Is that a cockroach?
you make your way towards the double
All the
doors,
exterminators.
You approach the foyer.
past the doorman who's like on his phone.
Entering the door.
And that's when you see your cold, sleepy assistant who's huddling up for warmth, standing next to a Avril lasagna and a pantsless tray. Not a pantsless tray. He's wearing pants. It's just handcuffed.
Down.
Yeah, they're just dragging. I got one leg up to my knee, but the other one's still low. So now it's like.
And
It's almost like he doesn't understand he can pull him up. He's just like,
and
what is this puzzle?
Gregory Fregory.
You know what, Gregory? With this crew being here, it can only mean bad news. Why don't you go ahead and take that nap early?
Oh man, thanks. And he tries to get back in, but he can't the fob. I'm like, boss,
He's got,
can I see the fob? I need the fob.
Corbin's like, why don't you take that nap early? As it turns around, he pulls out a gun and he's like,
easy, my prince.
you have served me well.
No, I just disconnect his caffeine IV.
He replaces the bag with cyanide.
I get to sleep. Thank you. As this tortured soul finally lays down for his final
what was
slumber.
your Rob Halford line from earlier? I want the camera to give you framing the shot, framing the shot.
I think that's what it was. Framing the shot, something like that.
So, we're going to say you're beckoned to follow.
What's going on here, folks? What's their vibe?
Hey, Bugsy, how have you been?
What's up, Bucky? We're not sure. We're just followers, We're just kind of...
I kind of step in front of him like, well, she's seems like she slipped into it again, so I think they need us.
Slipped into what?
I just gesture to her.
She's being skanky. That's what they call it, right?
Yep, that's correct.
She's just skanking in a circle.
Yeah, she looks like she looks like she could be moshing if there are other people.
Watch the arms.
I wave my hand in front of her face. She seems to be under some sort of a spell.
Or concussed.
I'm rolling investigation. That'll be 12 plus 3, 15.
15. She is not conscious. You can tell. I mean, that much should be known. But this.
Is this Otto's irresistible dance? I
thought that
don't
was a
think
sound
that spell
check.
can be cast on this realm.
With investigation check, you do you even play with her headphones, try to talking to her. But as soon as you take it off one ear, so that she can only get through one ear, she starts slowly coming out of it. It's drooping down.
Like an inflatable character that you unplugged.
If you take it off her right ear, her right knee starts going a little limp. Her left,
Oh, no, she's stroking out.
I check her pulse.
I grab the other one and start making her dance.
strong pulse.
It's not weakened at Bernie
I will
syndrome.
say the pulse does seem to be keeping a bass drum beat with some 41.
There's some magic I don't know about in this universe. This is weird.
Pop punk magic. Yeah, we're gonna say you notice that because you take it off her left ear and her leg goes limp until she tumbles over, and then once she does, you let go and it goes back on her ear and she stands back up.
And she goes up like the arm.
Yeah, inflatable. Yeah.
This is hilarious. Gregory! Shit. I disconnected his caffeine.
This is yerba drip.
And this is all kind of happening as she's kind of beckoning you away. In the background, comically, you see your assistant. Come on, I'd like to sleep in a bed. I'm getting tired. The caffeine's voice. He got a much higher voice.
Sleep in beds, Gregory. Stop being redundant.
You have to earn comfort.
Yeah, we're gonna say he's arguing with the security guy. I'm sorry, I've never seen you. I'm here every night. I come in. Yeah, I can't let you in. No.
I thumbs up the security guard. And wink.
Yeah, you just order a pizza for the security guard every once in a while, and you really have your own servant, basically. All right.
Do you have any other CDs? Maybe we could change this and get her to do some other stuff.
Do you? Does anybody have a CD? This is anybody want to flashback to an old booklet of CDs?
I have a bunch up in my apartment. give me a few hours to walk up the stairs once and walk back down the stairs a second time.
We're going to say he goes, by the time he comes back, it's noon. The town is hustling and bustling around.
Get third eye blind.
Sorry it took so long. I needed to take a nap.
Avril, we're going to say she doesn't hop on her skateboard. She doesn't leave. You guys travel as a group until you reach, you go in this, there's a trail that kind of takes you off into the woods. And
Ooh, can we say that as we're walking, he's using his trail system, he's popping every so often to make sure he's still with us.
I know a shortcut.
He's got his little tunnels everywhere.
If you dig less tunnels all around the town and you focused on the eyes on the lasagna prize,
I keep getting distracted and taking tangents. I think I sense a stone this way. Come on.
yeah, you're like have a water divining rod.
I do ask, Craig, are you the one that turned into a dog or an otter in the other realm?
I was a dog. I was definitely a dog, yes.
So you have a little bit of magic. Have you? Do you have any magic in this realm?
Oh, I've got lots of magic. And if you by magic, I mean this dirty whip.
That's interesting.
Yes. Well, I do have Bugs Bunny magic. Watch this. And I pop down into a tunnel. And I pop back up. And I pop down.
What's up, Doc?
And I pop back up.
Damn it,
pop
it's
down.
cold and not Bugsy.
Pop back up.
Damn it, it's cold and not Bugsy.
Pop back up.
Damn it.
I'm yelling at you.
I start chewing a carrot.
This is the best D&D podcast on the internet right now.
Slowly you become Bugs Bunny. Well, I was going to have an Elmer Fudd themed bad guy, but I think you have the kryptonite to that, so that's gone. Yosemite Samity. The final boss shoots pistols into the air. In fact, he can hover using a pistol type movement.
Oh, we can do Daffy Duck and Sal can voice him.
Inconceivable.
So she leads you down through the woods until you see this. Like it looks almost like you guys have all been exploring the woods in Oregon. There ain't a lot to do, and this isn't a big town. All of you have taken your nature hikes, but she seems kind of leading you on this path through the woods that I don't think is recognizable to any of you guys. You see this. Eventually, there's the trail. This trail kind of ends, and it looks like almost like a hobbit house, except it doesn't have a door. Like this kind of hole into the earth.
Now this looks like my ultimate place to hang out. This is awesome. I've been looking for this place my whole life. Where's the door?
Avril starts heading into the tunnel.
I follow. Let's go. Boys, it's a new tunnel. I didn't even dig this one. There could be rocks down here. Let's check it out.
Safe. If you didn't dig it, I'm not sure if I am confident in its structure.
Most of my tunnels are not safe. I just want you to know that. But they've collapsed on me many times.
I've lost 3 other science partners in cave-ins.
I lost Treggery, Leggery, and Seggery.
By the way, thanks again
And
for
his
lending
fiancée,
me
Meggery.
Gregory.
Absolutely.
I don't know where you find all these eggeries.
No, Jaggery. Another assistant just collapsed in.
Like the FBI knows you as like the possible like rock killer, like the geologist killer. Like there's a series of missing geologists who've gone missing after living with this one man.
Finding geologists in sinkholes that open up throughout the city.
I mean, this is clearly another story. Like so there's like to the Portland, Oregon FBI headquarters. Gregory's name is on a whiteboard. People are trying to crack this case.
All his middle names are written up there.
AKA Gregory Fregory, AKA.
Taggery.
Commercials were
Waggery.
live?
Oh, yeah, they're live.
wild.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, well, this was the big leagues. Big.
So does that pause our podcast,
No.
or are we?
No.
They're just hearing
That's
us
why we have
talk
to
over
record
this.
it also.
Oh, so
for
they
when
miss-
we upload it to YouTube.
They'll
Yeah.
miss a whole bunch of stuff.
They could.
So when they come back from
But
commercial.
it's different people at different times get ads.
That's
Oh,
so
wow.
shitty.
Your viewing time, it's like, oh, it's time for you to get an ad. Sometimes we can do it like, there's a way to schedule it so that we could actually do ads, and it'll buy us like 30 minutes. So we can do that. In the
We could
future.
schedule our ads.
We can. We have to like. There's a little code. I don't know if it's still active, but sorry for interrupting. You keep on nodding no. Do you want me to stop talking?
I'm just saying this is we put this like I don't know. Let's save that for post.
If
That's
you want
probably a
learn more,
conversation to be had.
subscribe to our Patreon, and we may or may not ever continue this conversation.
But can we do something fun every time we come back from commercial? Like,
But we don't know because you know what? This is another.
Damn it, I took the bait
Wait,
again.
we're going to get sucked into a different commercial realm at different times.
We're gonna say that
What if we schedule the commercial?
Buys us 30 minutes.
you're lucky that this next commercial is for ground holes because like we have the right sponsor.
Hopefully, you're just getting back from a commercial break.
But for those of you listening in literally any of the other mediums that we put this out, that's irrelevant. The last several minutes of conversation have been irrelevant to you.
The stuff about commercials?
So as you guys travel down this, it seems like you guys are traveling for forever. You know,
Are we going down a tunnel?
like you guys can't tell how many times you've heard like Avril's Sum 41 song, Restart the Chorus.
Excuse me,
No, I
I've
can tell it's
already
been-
skipped 2 naps. What? Are we just forgetting about nap time altogether?
You're getting pretty sleepy, by the way, Corvid. Like this is you're already you missed 2 naps. This is huge for you.
Rough.
What's your constitution? Are you able to stay awake?
My con score is...
Yeah, I might have to have you suffer from a point of exhaustion because of your.
It's not good. I have a +1.
You know what? Roll me a Constitution check because
All right.
because we have fun.
2.
Two
Plus one.
For a total of...
You, Clint.
Let me get a calculator.
Corvid, you have 1.3. You have 1 point
Total of 3.
of exhaustion.
can I make?
You're like. Like you act like you haven't slept for days. You've just missed 2 15-minute naps.
Can I wake him up every time he starts to doze off? Like, you know, just crack that dirty whip at him.
Crack that dirty whip.
Dr. Jones,
That's a euphemism for sure.
Jones, wakey.
you don't have to do the short round. That's pretty racist. Do the short round. That's-
You must whip it.
Eventually, this continues. You know, you're continually snoozing every time you guys stop to take a break or to wait for Avril, who's still in her some pop punk coma.
And you said we don't know how many times the song's played, but it has been 37.
Okay, there we go. Somebody was keeping track. And that's when, instead of, you're not woken up this time by the crack of a whip, but you're woken up by the sound of a pickaxe. And we're going to say Craig G. Thrillman. I'm not even going to make you roll for it because you know the sound of a pickaxe hitting stone when you hear it.
I do hear the.
It's his ringtone.
Did it actually hit stone? Oh my gosh! I think I hear rocks. Everybody, this
Yeah.
way. Follow me.
It sounds you're out like Fort Leavenworth where people just break rocks with hammers all day as punishment for military crimes.
Oh no. If there's rocks, we might be in the other universe. Damn it.
Roll me an investigation check.
+3. 17.
17. We're going to say you you grab the dirt, and like you're no geologist, you're no soilologist or whatever the fuck that would be called.
A sandman of sorts.
He's a soil hobbyist. I mean, let's give him a little credit.
But that's when you see things that you remember from that seemed like, I don't know if they felt like a dream, but something a reality that was real to you 20 years ago. You notice that in the rock, in this dirt in your hand, there's crystals that you've never seen in Stony, Oregon, or no person from Earth has ever seen. You see these rocks, you see these like little like Jiminy Cricket like insects kind of singing to each other. Like it's you know they don't speak a language you speak, but
Muffins.
and I think that's
Stole
where
the catchphrase.
and
He
with
said the line. He said the line. And that snaps her away.
the the headphones fall. You hear like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" She takes the headphones off, looks around.
She's like a Manchurian candidate. That was her activation word, and just none of us thought to try it.
She looks over all around her, and looks and sees the dirt in your hand, and she says, "Aw, muffins," at the exact same time as you.
Oh no! Did I listen to Sum 41 again? Oh no! Oh no!
That's the worst part of
She
this
sees
for her.
all of us just like there, like, oh no! What I do?
And we're gonna say at that point, like at the muffins, like comically, like one of the walls, like dirt walls, like passages, falls away, and that's when you can see a vast stone mine. You see Aquarius.
Are we now sealed in? Like, we can't go back
Age of
either?
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
Yeah, you know what? I like that.
Went in, collapsed behind us.
Yeah.
Now we're
You're the door out closed, but this side wall opened up, and that's when you see tons of. I mean, you've seen them before, but in our world, they might be called gnomes,
like Fraggle Rock.
gnomes, dwarves,
and some doozers.
And some dudes.
and they're dragging away stones that are like on like logs, rolling them away like these big slabs of stone.
Holy shit!
Roll an excitement check.
This is paradise.
I really feel like I wasted my muffins on looking at dirt instead of the wall collapsing behind us.
And we're going to say that is when a gnome looks up and rolls a 20 in his perception check, looks up, and he sees these figures, these people who don't look like people from their world, and says, "Oh shit! It's people from Earth. They've come to take back their rocks. Run!" And that is where we're going to end our episode today with a panic. Nice. They've come for revenge for their rock theft.
Nice.
And that is where we're going to end our adventure
technically, we
today.
ended in a hallway.
It's more like a confined space that opens up into an auditorium of stone.
Dave, in podcasting, it's called a hallway sandwich.
Where you go as far as to say
Start with
we
a
got
hallway, then you do a fun
Castleberried.
part, then you end in a hallway.
We got castle buried.
Castle buried alive.
You done got buried. And that has been our episode.
was the best one.
Thank you so very much for listening. Clint Beiser, got anything to plug?
I keep teasing this. We're making some videos of carpentry stuff, and they will be released.
Nice.
And when they are, we'll let you know.
Yeah,
But,
we're gonna do.
I'm seeing it right into the camera. The camera's over here, right?
I'm excited for them. One of the boxes that we're gonna get for Mr. Chris is looking real good, and Clint's spending a lot of his head turns red.
Ooh, I know that, Clint.
And you may say his head is already red. What he means is it turns redder.
Yeah, it's like you can see the thoughts happening.
Yeah,
Like, he's figuring it out.
You know that meme where the kid is like bursting to say something?
Yeah.
He's just like his face about to. That's what happens to But instead of needing to say something, it's needing to craft perfection. Until that happens.
It is.
When you have as many skills to pay bills as Clint does. By the way, that is right. You guys mentioned a box. They are knocking out Patreon items. So if you'd like to get in on that sweet Patreon action, there will be a link in the comments. Dave Kellens, where can people find you?
I was supposed to roast battle Sara Lee on Wednesday, but she just came up with this COVID bullshit. I think
Wrong
she's.
camera.
Let me use this one. I've been using this one all day.
She's got her
This
credits,
one doesn't
though.
get you at all.
I mean,
You're a reporter. You're talking to camera one, but camera two.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to break the fourth wall. Okay, see you guys. Yeah, I don't know if the roast is going to happen. We'll have to see how her
Would you
recovery
like to-
comes along.
well, she
Next
says
week?
it is.
Sarah Lee will do anything to get out of being roasted by Dave Callens. That is right. I know you're hearing me. She walked up and
saw her licking doorknobs the other day.
She went to the ICU and had people cough in her face just to avoid. That's how scared she is.
She's going to give me COVID. That's her ultimate roast.
Yeah, I just don't see mathematically how she's going to be over COVID on Wednesday unless she's lying.
Well, listen, according to Sara Lee, she says, the CDC says I can be there on Wednesday. So,
That's right. The CDC actually did have
yeah.
No, they called her.
It's my turn to play Nintendo.
Once
Sounds like a lie.
my wife told me the new CDC. I'm like, wow, did COVID real stuff really like fucked up with the people who make the money here? Because now they're like, nah, nobody needs to quarantine. You just keep coming to your job. In fact, go get another job while you're sick and go to that.
Yeah. She's going to roast all of us by giving us COVID.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. If she beats you, I cannot wait to see you two sit next together.
She's going to roast our blood-brain
Well, I heard
barrier.
that the CDC got taken over by Big COVID.
Yeah, she just said the CDC doesn't care anymore. So exactly what you're saying.
It can't affect. Listen, the peasants cannot stop coming to work. Okay.
AI is going to make art. The peasants got to keep working. This is perfect.
Just do us a favor and don't bump mics.
Alex Jones. Meanwhile, all the elites are hogging all the ivermectin, all the horse paste for themselves.
It's just a fun voice to do.
Yeah, he is.
And with us as well, we got Mr. Jesse Egan. You got a thing to plug, Jesse?
Not really. Just you can follow me on social media at Jesse Egan Comedy. But Sara Lee says she'll be roasting Dave on Wednesday at the Comedy Store in La Jolla, And we'll also be at Quantum Brewing on Friday. So go
Whether
see
Dave
that.
is there or not.
Sara Lee and Dave,
She's
get
trying
us
to
some
win by
video.
default. She's trying to win. Yeah.
Get us some video. I'd love to put this on our Patreon.
And also, we'll on the following week we'll go over our roasts for everybody on
Oh,
camera.
good.
I was actually like you had said you had like 38 roast
32,
jokes.
32
I was thinking of
roasts.
instead of like us doing an episode today, you just read them all and we react. And,
After.
all right, I'm Mr. Salvador Viesca. That's right. Do you have anything to plug that's not Big Pharma?
I'm here to plug Big Apnea, which is all a lie. I supposedly had apnea, but as soon as I break up with my girlfriend, guess what? No apnea.
She doesn't complain. Yeah, I
She
don't
took the
sleep very well.
apnea. She took the apnea in the settlement.
Yeah, Big Apnea and Big Girlfriend were
Colluding.
working. Yeah, they were colluding. Thank you. I was gonna say coalescing, which I don't think is it. I mean, I know it's not it.
They were also coalescing.
Why I say the wrong one when you?
And they were collating. They were
Yeah.
collating. They were organizing their files on you.
I am not doing anything. I'm just working with Clint. And
You should come catch COVID with all of us on Wednesday.
I might go to the comedy store. I haven't been in a while. But then I do stream. I am streaming some Helldivers lately with friends, getting killed by them and learning not to get mad. Sly Funky Monk on
And
Twitch.
to be clear, it's not like a versus. They're working together, and he's still
it's-
getting killed
it's
by
a
his
co-op
friends.
game, but friendly fire is on, and it makes for. It's basically that scene in Starship Troopers where they're training and they actually shoot the guy in the head, but they keep on going on because democracy needs bodies. I guess.
It's almost as if that happens in real life too. Let's Google Pat Tillman and tell me about his story.
Oh God.
Tell me about the millions he could have made in the NFL that he gave up.
His actual story, or the one that the. Never
No,
mind.
I know there is a documentary about Pat Tillman that I recommend everybody watch. You don't have to be patriotic to watch it because they sure as shit aren't when they. The Tillman family sure as shit is not.
Like
I'll
the
be watching
patriotic
that
version
Pat
is
Tillman
way different.
Documentary.
If you want to hear about people lying about a hero's death, watch that documentary. Anyhow, oh, by the way, you mentioned your Twitch streaming. I wanted to ask because if
How are
I
the
could Twitch,
commercials in that?
I'd like to start twitching on awfuldnd and some Helldivers too. So maybe our fans can catch up with you, me, Jeff. Oh, basically whoever gets the fucking game.
Yeah.
Or Baldur's Gate 3 or something.
Join us. Just join.
And I have been your Dungeon Master, Damian Mercado. You can also catch me on Science Factions, the Comedy Science podcast, on Apple, iTunes.
do they
wherever
plug our
you get
podcast?
Bobby doesn't, but I do because I'm on the podcast.
Thank you.
Bobby actually says horrible things about it. Like, well, never mind. We'll get to that. It has not
It's our
affected.
thing. It's like, I think it's a
It has not stopped the Venn diagram of our listeners from merging.
This is all going to make sense when the final boss of this season is named Bobby.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'm sorry, your magical spells have no power on his logic and reason.
Now hold on, I have to
He has
take a
blind
nap.
spots. That's fine. Thank you very much for listening. If you support the show, please check us out on every week at 12 noon on Twitch. Catch us on YouTube. Leave a comment, hit like and subscribe, or just listen to us as a podcast. We also have a Patreon if you want to give us some love there. And I think that's it. Thanks for joining us once again, nerds, and join us next week for episode 4 in this campaign. Love ya. Later, nerds.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Me.
You.